Welcome to class today, everybody, and very delighted to be giving you a shoulder and a little bit of a chest opener today. So you don't really need any equipment, but you might want to have like a cushion. So I've just got a block and a little pillow there. So you might just want a cushion for your head because we'll be lying on the side. So some people like it, some people don't, but just have one to hand. So we're actually going to be starting on the side, and this is probably one that you're going to want to watch first because there's two sides of what's going on. So I'll demonstrate the whole thing and then we will crack on and do it all together. So we'll come on to the side. And this is, it's called chalk circles. Oh, I got an itchy nose this morning. It's called chalk circles. Fantastic exercise for shoulder mobility. So if you've had any kind of surgery, frozen shoulder, breast cancer surgery, you want to keep those circles within a range that is not painful, but it wants to be uncomfortable. But I'll go through that. So we'll lie on the side. And if you've got a thick mat or something, just come to the front part of the mat so you don't roll off the back end. And if you're going to use a cushion, pop your head at the front of the pillow, okay? Both the arms are out to the front of you. So the top hand's going to go on the floor, and you're almost thinking of drawing a circle on the floor. When the hand reaches the head, you're going to let your body roll onto the upper back. So you can see my top leg has had to move. So make sure your legs are moving. I've got a mirror behind me, but you're going to keep taking the arm all the way around, straight arm, take it over the hip, and then bring it back to the front. So I'll show you the front. So hand goes towards the head, roll onto the upper back, let the top hip leg move. Keep reaching that arm, ignore what I'm doing because I've got a wall there, and then bring it back again. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn around and show you that back part now. So when the hand comes to the top of the head and you come onto your back, you want to make sure that your arm's not in that kind of position where it's the arm bone's almost popping out of the shoulder joint. You really want to make sure that both the shoulder blades are on the floor, and this is nice and flat. It's nice and it's in one line basically. And then you keep reaching the arm all the way around, over the hip and back to the start. So you take it all the way around. And each time you do it, you just think of trying to reach a little further. So it doesn't matter which side you lie on first. Shall we get ready? I said my clients absolutely love this one. So both the hands are out to the front of you. Remember, the hips just want to stay nice and relaxed. Top hand goes on the floor. You draw a line to the top of the head. Now, some people's arms are shorter, so you might not be able to touch the floor. And then once you roll onto your back, your intention is to try and keep the hand on the floor. But like I said, if you've had shoulder surgery, anything like that, you might need to lift the arm a little higher. You might need to find that point where I can still feel it, but it's not painful. And if you do these often, that will improve. And then we're just going to carry on with these circles. Oh, it's like an itchy nose this morning. Now, each time you draw a circle, you want to try and go bigger than the last one. So the next thing you want to be aware of is that the elbow isn't bending. So mine is bending because I've got the wall behind me. But just be aware that you're not doing that with your elbow as you come around. You really want to try and keep it straight so that the movement comes from the shoulder joint. So if you bend the elbow, it takes some of the movement away from there. So like I said, even if you need to lift the hand in order to keep that arm straight, then that's what you need to do. Like I said, if you've had any surgery stuff, you might find that I've had clients that the circle's up here. So just work with where you are. So I'm just going to shut up now. So let's do maybe another 5. So these are so nice. Nice big stretch. So what we're doing, I said I'd shut up. What we're doing is just turning that arm bone, this nice big circle within the shoulder. Once your hand comes back to the front, Keep it there, and then we're going to turn over to the other side. Oh, do you hear all those clickings this morning? Click, click, click. So just take a moment to get yourself aligned. So, and just be conscious that one side might be a little bit more stiff or mobile than the other side. So just take the first one easy. Top hand goes on the floor, draw a line to the head. Allow your body to, oops, I'm lying right next to the wall. This is a problem when you've got really long arms. I need to be on the other side of the room. Sometimes it can be difficult for the camera angle. So take it all the way around. So the most important part is that the shoulder blades are on the floor, especially that top one, so that the shoulder's not in a funny position as you do that back part. And also make sure that your hips are moving. Unless you're a contortionist, you won't be able to get both the shoulder blades on the floor and keep those hips properly stacked. So you need to just I'll just say to people, just ignore your hips, just let them go. They'll naturally want to tilt back slightly. So how does the one feel compared to the other one? Did one feel a little bit stiff? Did it feel loose? So if you have one side in particular that's quite stiff or tight, you can always go back to that side if you want to, or you can do it after the class. But I want you to think about your outside life, like outside the studio. What are you doing that might be causing that imbalance? Could be a surgery, it could be an injury. Last one. But it could also be that you do more stuff on the side that's more difficult, and then bring the hand back to the front again. So often people think a difficult side could be the weaker side. It's not necessarily the weaker side. It could be stronger, but less flexible or less mobile. So all the muscles are more developed. You know, dog walkers, we always tend to walk the dog on the same side. You carry your shopping on the same side. You know, ladies' handbags with laptops and everything, we tend to carry it on the same side. So one side will be stronger, but it might be less mobile. So you just want to consider these things when you know, when you're doing the class. It's like, well, next time you carry your handbag, can you carry it on the other side? So moving into the next exercise, I'm actually going to sit on a block just to elevate the hips. And what I find with that is it also helps to keep the spine a little bit straighter. So entirely up to you if you want to do that. I find it's a bit more comfortable on everything. So just feeling which is my uncomfortable side, which is this one. All these things, they make such a big difference. And as teachers, we tend to always demonstrate on one side. So after 10 years or 12 years of teaching, whatever it is, I've started noticing these imbalances. So this is why I've switched now. Right, so we're going to just open up the chest. So first of all, just sitting nice and tall. I don't care what you do with your legs. You can sit on a chair as well if that helps you to sit up nice and tall. So bring the arms out to the front. And now we're going to send the arms back and just draw your shoulder blades together. And then bring your hands back to the front, left hand on top. Give yourself a hug. Now open up the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Can you lift your collarbones a little bit? And then right hand goes on the top. So open the arms. So the hands are going further back each time if you can, but be aware that the hands don't come down to here. We want to keep those arms shoulder height. Left hand on top. Nice deep breath in, open up the arms, hands are shoulder height, squeeze the shoulder blades together, right arm on top. Now we're going to add in a diagonal. So left hand goes high, right hand goes low. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, left hand on top. Right hand goes high, left hand goes low. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. So when you're doing this, I also want you to think of reaching for that part of the wall, and your other hand is reaching for that part of the floor. And then right hand on top. Now we're going to go back to the straight one, the T one. So opening it up. Now reach, imagine you want to touch the wall. Left hand on top, give it a big hug. Maybe starting to feel it in the neck, and then open it up into a T position. Right hand on top. So now we go to the diagonals, reaching with the left arm high, right arm low. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then reach your fingers. Left hand on top. Right arm high, left hand low. Reach, 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 reach. Really open up that chest. Right arm on top, left low. So we're just going to do one more round. Left arm high, right arm low. Reach, 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 reach. Left hand on top. And then last one. Right hand goes high, left low, and reach, 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 reach. They look so easy, but they are I'm feeling quite warm already. And take it across there, good. And then just release your hands down. So just start to give yourself some shoulder circles. Just loosen that off. And that was just a very quick shoulder class for you. So we mobilized the shoulder and we've also done some strengthening. So hope you enjoyed that little shoulder burn, and I'll see you in the next class soon. Take care.